That's right. You see Scooby as a puppy, you better smile, because Scooby as a puppy is about as good as this video is going to get, at least when it comes to my feelings. All right, let's get this over with. Patriots versus Broncos. This is the best throw a Bill Belichick drafted quarterback has ever made in a postseason game. I'm not kidding. And it led to a touchdown to put the Broncos up 7-0 early on and giving people a bunch of false hope. Here we see Drake Dilfer taking a terrible sack, as he usually does, and here we see Drake Trubisky throwing a terrible pass, as he usually does in the postseason. But one of the key plays in this game, 4th and 1, instead of kicking the field goal and taking the points, Sean Payton calls a fucked up play which ends up being incomplete. In the moment, I didn't exactly mind this play call, but yes, by the end of the game, he would rightfully be questioned about it. Here is Drake Tagovailoa taking another terrible sack, but none of this matters because this was the biggest play of the game. Jarrett Stidham does a little two-hand granny pass, which is actually a backwards lateral, which then sets up, yes, a 12-yard touchdown drive for Drake Wentz. That's right. Unbelievable greatness. We are so lucky to see a quarterback of this level of greatness. Wow. More dominance by the Patriots defense, and then Will Lutz, more like Will Klutz, missing this field goal. Drake May willed it, and then this 63-yard field goal was no good as well, so I guess it canceled out there. Fast forward to third quarter, 4th and 1. Drake Penix tries a tush push, and it's pretty obvious he didn't get it, but for some reason, they gave the Patriots the first down, and the Pats eventually settled for a field goal to go up 10-7. This is the one good throw Drake Bridgewater made all game, and the drive ended in a missed field goal as cocaine started raining down on the field. Fourth quarter time, little Jordan Humphrey, second straight week, he dropped a crucial pass. Drake Winston taking another terrible sack, which is all he's done all postseason long. And none of it matters because the Patriots defense is playing at such a ridiculous level. Here's a busted play, which again resulted in Drake Griffin III getting tackled for a loss before the drive ended with Drake Locker throwing the ball out of bounds. And oh my God, here we go. Stidham with that deceptive athleticism set up a 46-yard field goal attempt in admittedly tough conditions, but it was no good. And it was actually blocked. But once you look at that, Patriots offense did absolutely nothing with it because they knew the Broncos had zero chance in hell of scoring. And on this play, you literally see Jarrett Stidham's entire career die with this terrible throw interception. And then the game-sealing play with Jamarcus May running for a first down. That's right, Drake May won, quote-unquote, the AFC Championship game, leading his offense to 10 points on 12 drives, and 7 of those points came on a 12-yard drive set up by a defensive turnover. Drake May has been terrible in the postseason. He's been terrible against winning teams all season long, but he keeps falling upwards, and because of this, we have to deal with another several weeks of stupid Drake May bullshit while his defense in 3 playoff games has given up 19 net points. For those keeping track at home, that is 6.3 points per game. We are so lucky to be able to witness the greatness of Drake May because no other quarterback could possibly win with his defense giving up 6 points a game. The video continues after this. Before I begin, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, DraftKings Sportsbook. It's hard to believe that we are already through the NFL season, but it's true. And it's been a great ride thus far, but it's not over with. And DraftKings Sportsbook is here to make your experience even better for the rest of the season. New customers who bet $5 will get $300 in bonus bets if your first bet wins. And you know I got your back. You can sign up using my promo code BARRY to have an even better time. You can stay in on the action and use your bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered there too. You can bet live on in-progress games right as they're happening. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and have the shot to win cash prizes. So what are you waiting for? New customers who bet $5 will get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Just sign up using my promo code BARRY, and remember, DraftKings, the crown is yours. Seahawks versus Rams. Rashid Shaheed showing up again on this great 51-yard pass to start the game. Kenneth Walker III, more like Kenneth Skywalker, I am your father, Rams, to go up 7-0 early. Stafford launched a nuke, no offense to Israel, downfield, which ended up with a field goal to make it 7-3. And despite a superhuman one-handed catch by Jackson Smith and Jigba, the Seahawks had to settle for a field goal of their own, going into the second quarter, making it a 10-3 game. Here's Devontae Adams looking to break through to the Super Bowl on his 5th try, but the drive once again stalled out with another field goal, making it 10-6. Why am I showing this punt return of a muffed punt that was recovered by the Rams? Surely it won't come in handy later, right? This isn't a bad omen or or any foreshadowing. Of course not. Why would that's so silly? You're so silly. This is a rocket from Stafford. I mean, he really was on his game in this one, and here he throws a touchdown to Kyren Williams to put the Rams up 13-10. But Darnold had one of the best games of his life. Considering the stakes, it was the best game of his career by far, and Jackson Smith and Jigba showed why he was first team All-Pro. Whoop! Shout out Chris Berman. Again, this right here, just a ridiculous throw under pressure by Darnold to Smith and Jigba to put the Seahawks up 17-13 going into halftime. This was the most consequential play of the game. What is this asshole doing? He's falling into the ground while trying to field a punt, and he muffs it, and he fucks it up, and then literally the next play, Darnold throws a seed to Jake Bobo. Looks like Bobo is giving the Rams some boo-boos. Oh goodness, I'm just so hilarious, aren't I? And the game looked like it might potentially be getting out of hand quick for the Rams, but Stafford, look at this fucking pass. That's ridiculous. And look at this one, another one to Devontae Adams, which then ended with a quick touchdown to Adams to make it a 4-point game once again. But Darnold didn't blink. He then threw it to Cooper Kupp, who is not Kurt Cobain, despite the Seattle references and the curly yellow hair. By the way, did you know Cooper Kupp used to play for the Rams? I don't know. It wasn't talked about at all. Stafford again throwing deep to Adams. A huge moment in this game that will be forgotten about because it ended up not mattering in the final win column. But on a third down, instead of having to punt the ball, the Rams were able to keep the ball because Reek Wooden was flagged for taunting. You can see here we see Woolen calling the Rams poopy heads and stupid idiots and silly willies, and that's going to draw a flag every single time. And then the very next play after that, Woolen gets burned by Puka Nacua, who again always keeps his foot on the gas to cut it to 4 entering the fourth quarter. The Rams would eventually get the ball back down 4, and Stafford, who did jack shit running the ball all year, has a crucial 4th and 1 conversion on the ground against DeMarcus Lawrence to keep the drive alive, but the drive ended up going nowhere as it was a turnover on downs. Makes you wonder why the Rams didn't try to potentially go for 2 to make it a 3-point game where a field goal could have tied it. And another crucial play here, 3rd and 8, Cooper Kupp catches it, and it's ruled a first down, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think he got this. I don't think this was a first down, but the timeouts were botched by Sean McVay, and here we see the referee telling the crowd that he likes to fist his wife. That's disgusting. Anyway, the Rams would eventually get the ball back, but it was only with about 25 seconds left, and not even a couple great throws by Stafford were enough to even set up a Hail Mary, as the final play of the game ended with Nacua being tackled inbounds to run out the clock. It's interesting, the last time these two teams met, Puka made news for crossing the line, but now this time, his biggest problem is that he didn't cross the line. Get it? Once again, I'm on fire. Anyway, the Seahawks win to go to their 4th ever Super Bowl. It'll be Patriots versus Seahawks. You might have not known this, but they once met in the Super Bowl in 2014. Yeah, I'm sure we won't hear a lot about that game over the next 2 weeks or any more BS Drake May discourse. God fucking help me. Anyway, congrats to Sam Darnold. I'm rooting for Seattle in the Super Bowl, so Seahawks fans are going to probably be in my shit about you doubted us, blah, blah, blah. I'm rooting for you guys in the Super Bowl. I hope Sam Darnold balls out, but that Patriots devil luck is different, and I hope I'm wrong. But either way, congratulations for now. And before I end this video, I want to give a shout out to Roxy, who is unfortunately no longer with us. She passed away recently, and she was a good girl, and she's now over the Rainbow Bridge, and I know she's in a better place. I think animals are a real blessing for us, particularly dogs and cats and other household pets. They really make our days better, and I think that if you don't have any pets, I think you're missing out. But with all that being said, rest in peace, Roxy. You were a good girl.